It's Betty on a budget, and in this video I'm going to tell you why I'm on a budget. It's my debt confession video. It's my reason for starting YouTube. It's my reason for starting an Instagram, because I wanted to hold myself accountable in this debt journey, debt-free journey. My phone does not have enough space for me to tell you my whole woo-woo story, but I will tell you snippets of it. So I am a single parent. I have no support from the father. I've actually not spoken to him in years. Haven't seen him in, what, Carlos is 13? No, he'll be 14. Yeah, I haven't seen him in 13 years. So that was enough to make me console myself and my situation by emotionally spending and emotionally eating. And I did go to school, so I was doing full-time school, full-time work, you know, still taking care of a baby. Thankfully, I have the help of my family. But that contributed a lot. But your girl has been getting help. And picture it, Houston, 2020. That's when things started to change for me, for real, for real. My last spending sprees and stuff were in 2020, and in July, it hit me that I needed to make a change. It didn't hit me too hard across the head, I'm gonna tell you that right now, but it hit me. My employer offered to let me borrow money from my 403b without any penalties. So at the time, I still had a car note. I had a debt consolidation loan, and like a dum-dum, after consolidating that loan, I think it was like 3 years prior, I used the cards again, and I racked them up again, and I have nothing to show for it. Nada. It was a lot of emotional spending on stuff to make me feel better for my situation at the time, eating out, booking trips, and I had the cash to pay it, but I chose not to. So I took out a loan for $23,899. I paid off my car, I paid off my consolidation loan, and I still had a little bit of money left over. But remember, I said it hit me, but it didn't hit me hard enough. So I did use some of the remaining money for some things for my house. I did transition from working in the office to home, so I had to get an office set up. I had to get furniture for that. I ended up getting a desk for my son, chair, all that stuff. You know, all that stuff costs money. And then I went on a shopping spree to Bath and Body Works and Torrid. And if you know Torrid, you know they have sales, and you know they have points, and then you have to spend more money to spend the points, and da 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 da. But anyways, that was the situation. That it didn't hit me hard enough until like December. But now going back to my debt, I owed Capital One $8,205.17. Now, with the money I did have left over, I did consider applying some to this, but you know, the devil was alive and well, and I didn't do that. Then I have another credit card, Barclay card, for $7,424.17. Yeah. This one hurt the most because my credit limit used to be $11,000. And then I had some money because I was making some leeway, and then they were like, you know what? we're gonna lower it. And that hurt. That hurt my feelings. Like, I'm not even playing. It really did hurt my feelings. But out of the two, they both have around the same APR. So I went with the one with the highest balance. I had a third credit card. Because I don't have this one anymore. I let this one go to collections because at one point I was just drowning. Like, I didn't know what should I pay because I couldn't even meet the minimum payments. Then the collection company came and we set up a payment plan of $60 a month until I paid it off. Now, since I'm not paying interest on this one's on the back burner, because I'm focusing on the highest balance and one that I am paying interest on. I had a fourth one. Again, had. This one, the account was closed, but I worked something out with the company and I was paying $91 a month. I did take money and paid this off. I did do that right. I paid it off in March, I think. And then this was the balance on my Toyota card. I bought all those clothes and I don't go nowhere. But I did manage to lose some weight and I am big chested. And those cuts, those like the V-neck cuts and the U cuts, the crew cuts I think they're called, they were coming down lower than I would have liked. So I was like, no, I gotta buy, you know, something more appropriate, especially for work, because I live in t-shirts and long sleeves and stuff, and I still had Zoom, so I can go through my whole wardrobe for months, and that's how much stuff I have. But you know, you can't always just buy one or two things, and that it got out of hand. I did pay this off, but at the beginning of January 2021, my consumer debt was $46,493.97. That's crazy. That makes me sad. So my student loans is $67,119.61. Now, I did go to school for medical assisting, and I went to an online school. I got an associate's and a bachelor's degree. I would have stopped at the associates, but my parents gave me that pressure. You know, you should get a degree, you should get a bachelor's. I got the bachelor's. They wanted to get me into a master's program. I'm like, you know what? I'm almost, look at this. This is a lot. And not that I want them to help me, but they weren't helping me. So, you know, pay for this. So I was like, no, I had to put my foot down. Like, truthfully, I would have, the job that I have, I don't need degrees. I would need a degree if I wanted to go higher, which I have. And just, you know, right now with the situation, nothing is opening up. But at the same time, I did not shop around. I just went with the first online college that I went to, and of course it's going to be expensive. There were some classes that I had to take more than like twice. So that's how it racked up. And then the crazy ass interest. The interest is not helping anybody. Well, maybe the government, but whatever. So that brings my total debt, including consumer debt and student loans, to $113,613.58. This is why I feel guilty when I buy stuff for myself. Apparently not too guilty because I still buy it, but I don't buy anything big. I think I spend less than $50 on myself when I do buy stuff at a time. This number has helped me really take a look at what I want versus what I need. It has helped me figure out what it is that I truly want. I want to be debt free. I want, I want to buy a house. So, when I leave God's green earth, I could at least leave something tangible to my son or his family, and, you know, have something to show for it. You know, I want stuff better for us. And this is why I'm getting help, because I've lived with this depression and anxiety for too damn long. Too long. And, you know, there are days where it's just a struggle to even get up and do what you gotta do. And focusing on this debt-free journey has helped me a lot, because I see the changes. I see, y'all seen my sinking funds video. I had over $3,000, and I barely started at the end of February. Old Betty would have never seen that much cash, because she was always looking for something to spend it on. And I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself, and I don't think I've ever been able to say that. And yes, everyone's gonna be like, but this and this, and I didn't feel that way, but I do now. So in 6 months, this is what my life was looking like on January 1st, 2021. I had student loans of $67,119.61. Consumer debt of $46,493.97. Total debt $113,613.58. My main focus right now is paying off my credit cards. I want to pay off my credit card, then move on to my collections thingamajigger, and then I want to pay myself back from my 403b. Now, the beauty of this is, yes, I'm going to pay interest on the 403b loan, but that interest stays with me. It doesn't go to the company that's handling it. It doesn't go to my employer. It doesn't go to the government. It's extra money that I'm paying myself. Granted, I am still making contributions to my 403b. Anytime I do overtime, that's more contributions that gets added. That's anytime I get a bonus, that's more that gets added, because they always take out based on how much my paycheck looks like. So if I got a big paycheck, which I've been getting, it's been contributing more. But I do want to pay that off sooner rather than later, because $204 come out of my paycheck. So per month I'm paying over $400. That money can go to something else. That money could go to paying off my student loan debt and finally getting rid of it. I don't know. It's just like, I'm so passionate about this with myself now that I'm just like, Maria, you know, you could do it. You know, you could do it in, I don't know. So I wanted to do this video. I'll probably do another one in December or early January next year. As of June 31st, my student loans went down to $66,467.39. Now, I do have a private loan that didn't go into forbearance. So I'm paying that. It's like 70 something a month. But the other stuff, you know, is on hold. That's why this number has changed. My consumer debt has gone to $34,174.82. So that means my new balance is $100,917.95, which means in 6 months I've paid off $12,695.63. That is crazy. That's crazy, because I've never seen myself putting that much towards debt. But also crazy, like, I could have done something else with that $12,000. Like, it's a struggle. It's like, I'm proud of myself, but then I kick myself, and it's just, I don't know if y'all guys understand, but like that month, that like in May, when I made that $1,000 payment towards my credit card debt, I was like, what? I could have gone on vacation with this money. I could have gone and invested it in something, or it could have gone towards something better. And then after that, I was like, you go, girl. Look at that. It's going down. You started with $8,000. As of today, my my Capital One card is $4,732 and some change. What? It's almost half of what it was. And my goal is to pay that off at the end of the year, by the end of the year. But I'm not going to kick myself if I don't. So we shall see how that goes. That was my debt confession, guys. I mean, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Life sucks sometimes. It just took me a long time to get back up and dust myself off. My neighbor's car agrees. I hope this helps somebody. I don't know. I just want you guys to keep holding me accountable, keep encouraging me and each other. And I'm hoping, I know for sure I'm going to end the year with less than $100,000 in debt. But I'm really looking forward to it. I'm hoping at least less than 90,000. So I don't know if it makes any sense to be proud of yourself and disappointed at the same time, but that's how I feel sometimes. But I'm ready for bigger and better things. I'm ready to see you guys in your journeys, and I think I'm gonna just sign off with that. I hope I didn't scare nobody away. It was hard. I was debating on whether or not I should do it, but to keep the accountability and to be like, this is where I started versus this is where I am now is the reason why I'm doing this video. I hope you guys have a great evening. Bye.